टाइम में ऐसा हो गया है कि किसी से भी पूछो, या आई एम फीलिंग लिटिल बिट डिप्रेस्ड, इतना इजी हो गया है, इतना कॉमन हो गया है डिप्रेशन। पहले के टाइम में तो डिप्रेशन में वो लोग आंखें बड़ी कर लेते थे। आज मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हर कोई कहीं ना कहीं इस फेज में गुजर रहा है। डिप्रेशन इतना ज्यादा इम्प्रेशन छोड़ रहा है आप पे कि आप कहीं पे अपना एक्सप्रेशन दिखा नहीं पाते हो। और छोटे छोटे बच्चे इतना मोटा मोटा चश्मा लगा के ऐसे डिप्रेस्ड रहते हैं, बचपन कहाँ चला गया समझ ही नहीं आ रहा। जवानी में जो एक एंथुजियाज्म होना चाहिए, उस वक्त लोग बच्चे एकदम क्या करके किधर किधर टेंशन में घूम रहे होते हैं, नींद की गोलियां खा के सोते हैं, एंटी डिप्रेसेंट पिल्स बिकना बढ़ गया मार्केट में। आज आज हम पूरा का पूरा सेशन में इस चीज को एड्रेस करेंगे, इसके बारे में बात करेंगे। एंजाइटी हो रही है लोगों को, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे। Q&A करेंगे, आप भी चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हो, कमेंट में लिख सकते हो, पूछ सकते हो, वो भी एड्रेस करेंगे। और एक
कवरेज
बहुत
नहीं है
बड़ा
इधर।
जर्नी वो भी सुनेंगे। मैं सभी से रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ को म्यूट ही रखे प्लीज, ताकि एक अच्छा सेशन आपको मिल पाए। और आज हमारे साथ गरिमा गरिमा जी हैं। उनके बारे में बताऊं तो हार्ट ऑफ लिविंग की टीचर है, एकदम ताजा ताजा टीचर बनी है 2021 में। एंड शी इज इन आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग फ्रॉम हर चाइल्डहुड। मतलब टीचर अभी बनी, लेकिन इस माहौल को वो बचपन से देख रही है, इस पथ को वो बचपन से देख रही है। एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर है, एक बड़े कंपनी में काम करती है मुंबई में। श्री श्री योगा की भी श्री श्री योगा लेवल 1 की भी टीचर है, गुरु पूजा पंडित भी है। और कंटिन्यूअसली शी इज इनटू डूइंग सेवा, हेल्पिंग आउट पीपल। और आज उनसे जब मेरी बात हो रही थी, शी हैज अ वेरी नाइस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑन दिस सब्जेक्ट। तो गरिमा जी, सबसे पहला मेरा सवाल आपसे यही है कि डू यू थिंक मेंटल हेल्थ शुड बी गिवन अ प्रायोरिटी दीज डेज? क्योंकि इतने ज्यादा लोग डिप्रेशन में क्यों जा रहे हैं? आई गेस गरीब लोगों का तो मैं बोल नहीं सकता, इवन जिनके पास सुख सुविधाएं हैं वो भी क्यों डिप्रेशन में जा रहे हैं? व्हाट डू यू से?
Um, I guess the basic reason people feel that they are depressed is one only, that even after having all the conveniences, they are more focused in getting more. Even after coming at a stage where they're like well established, they have good food, good income source, everything, good people around them. They're completely blessed if you look at them, but still, somewhere they want more. Instead of getting on a stage to give, they just keep craving for more and more and more, and that's where they're getting into depression. As Guruji also says that when you just sit for at least 15 minutes also and just think, mera kya hoga, mera kya hoga, mera kya hoga, and 15 minutes are good enough to get into depression. So that's where the thing is. Plus, because like there have been so many people coming up saying that even celebrities and everyone, that they are going through depression, and the definition which it and the hype which it has been given in the definitions which had it has been given, it's very much different. Other than understanding what depression really is and how can they cope up with it, some way they have started bragging it, that I'm in depression, I'm in depression. But the truth is, the person who's in depression, they don't even get to know that they're depressed. That's the first fact. To get even into an awareness that I'm depressed, that's another thing. As soon as you get to know that, yeah, there's something wrong, I'm not doing mentally well, you're halfway through that. Now you start looking for solutions, and solutions are right there in front of you. So somewhere I think that even though mental health is important, but if we just keep over emphasizing on that, it's not going to do any good. Instead, we should have more places where we can, emphasize more on how we can connect people more, how we can bring people on a platform where they can speak, they can connect. The main thing is people have been feeling lonely. They are just, even they're not talking to their own neighbors. So we need to create some platforms in our society also that, keeping some functions or making them do some seva, taking them to some orphanages or making them talk, like, connecting people, having some fun, focusing people on that, that is more important than even focusing on mental health, because that's the solution which we are focusing on.
One thing that have noticed is that many people who are in depression, they stop listening to other person. They only want to speak about their grief. And I have seen it because many people who are really suffering from something, they don't want somewhere or the other any solution. And they are just, जो नहीं होता, दलदल में धंसते जा रहे हैं. तो ऐसे में इंसान को समझाए कैसे? जैसे कि एक जन थे जो मेरे कोर्स में मैंने उनको देखा कि he came to the course and he was like having so many preconceived notions कि मुझे तो सब पता है, ये कुछ नहीं होता, सारी चीजें. तो ऐसे में कैसे बाहर निकल सकते हैं? जैसे कि मुझे भी कोई अगर आके बोले कि ये कर लो, वो कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो, तो आई ऑल्सो फील लाइक कि नहीं 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 नहीं, रहने दो. मेरी प्रॉब्लम से शायद मैं निकल नहीं सकता, इसका रीजन कुछ और ही है. दैट आई ओनली अंडरस्टैंड. सो व्हाट टू डू इन दैट केस?
Yes, you're right. When, as I told you in the first step itself, when we are depressed, we don't even know, we don't realize that we are depressed. And somewhere we create our own delusions that this is what it is, and people are not understanding me, what I'm going through. They are not listening to me, what I'm saying. So, of course, if you meet someone whom we know is not acting normal, is not acting natural, the first step is that we need to have patience, and we have to start listening to them in all the bragging and everything. It might even take, because somewhere it becomes their nature, they start enjoying being depressed. So but when you give them a taste of flavor of, positivity, meditations, and satsang, when they get a flavor of those fun, somewhere they start enjoying those things more. They start enjoying seva more. When you actually do seva also, you meet people who are depressed as well. So you somewhere start seeing ki, you start resonating with them that yeah, even I was at this place, or even I am at this place. Someone, even I am, if I've got this much better, even I can pull someone with me. So that again to get people in a state of accepting also that they should be in positive environment, because as I said, somewhere they think this is it and this is how it's going to be, nothing is ever going to change, I know it all. So it is a time taking process, but it will some way, some time will come when, so there is सबका एक समय आता है, जब उनका समय आएगा, you just have to be there to pull them out of it.
तो ये आजकल के टाइम में द सक्सेस इज बीन सो मच इन द हेड ऑफ पीपल. लाइक आई वांट टू बी सक्सेसफुल, आई वांट टू बी द बेस्ट, एंड इट इज nature's law that only few people will become successful in terms of materialistic things. I am saying क्लास में हर कोई फर्स्ट आ नहीं सकता, क्लास में हर कोई 95% स्कोर नहीं कर सकता, सबकी मेंटल कैपेसिटी अलग होती है. सेम चीज we can talk about looks also. These days females who are having a very dark complexion, उनको कॉलेजेस में बहुत ज्यादा वो फेस करना पड़ता है कि अरे तुम्हारे तो कोई फ्रेंड्स नहीं है. इवन विद बॉयज आल्सो द सेम थिंग हैपेंस. लुक्स को लेके इंटेलिजेंस को लेके पीपल दीज डेज जज सो मच, एंड दैट्स वाई बहुत सारे लोगों को मैंने देखा है वो फेसबुक पे अपना फोटोज पोस्ट नहीं करते बिकॉज दे नो दे आर नॉट सो गुड लुकिंग, सो हाउ दे कैन बी हैप्पी.
Actually, the thing is, the notion of success has been set wrong by the time we are there in the world. Our parents tell us, Sharma ji ki bete ko dekho. There's something which people ask us to compare to feel that we are successful. But the real truth is, I don't have to come first in my class to be successful. That's what the truth is. If I am getting 50% in my first semester, and if I'm making it to 65% in my second semester, that is good enough. That is a success for you. So, somewhere we have to make sure that when we are growing up our kids, we have to set the notion of success properly. The thing that you just, materialistically also, that you have to achieve this car or you have to have this building and you have to have it in this location, it's all not true, because the people who are there in that building with that car, they also feel that they are not successful. So success is something which we have to make our own, barrier, and we have to break that barrier. That's how you can feel that, yeah, I'm successful. That's the real truth also, that it's not required for you to get first in your class. It's not needed. It's okay. There are so many, even in competition exams, as we see, like children, they, study so hard for 2 years preparing for their medical exams or engineering preparations and everything. And you see exams, everything, and somewhere they feel that I have to come into this 50,000 people or 10,000 people or 100 people so I can get a good college, and that's how my life is going to change. But the truth is, even if you don't get 100 into 100 or 20 or 50,000, it's okay. But if you yourself know that, yeah, my IQ was this much and I have studied this much and I have become this much more intelligent, that is an achievement. There are so many colleges anyways, there are so many facilities anyways. There are many people who hasn't studied from government colleges and they're doing so well. So the concept, these things, these parents have to make their kids aware. This is not it. It's good that you practice for the best. I'm not saying you don't practice, only give up. You give your 100% for the best. Try for the best. But you will get somewhere good as you try for the best. And somewhere again, you will break your barrier as you try for the best. So just having a positive outlook towards everything is what success is. Like, as जैसे गुरुदेव भी बोलते हैं, if you can smile through all good things, like आपके जीवन जीवन में सब अच्छा चल रहा है और आपके चेहरे पे मुस्कान है, इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील. लेकिन आपकी दुनिया में पूरा सब उलट पुलट गया है, कुछ भी वैसे नहीं चल रहा है जैसे चलना चाहिए, और देन टू यू हैव अ स्माइल ऑन योर फेस, that is what success is. That's when you achieved it, you're there. So that's where this is something which parents need to educate their kids with.
And regarding with, I have seen this issue happening with many people, like uh, with females, especially like when they are in the age of marriage, many people start comparing just on the basis of their looks. Okay, how इस लड़की का फोटो दिखाओ सबसे पहले, and that's a depressing thing. And it is so common, like they will not ask for the qualification, they will not ask like what she have achieved, first thing photo bhejo. So how, and it is actually there are many females I have seen, they start feeling low about it. How they can gain their confidence at this situation?
I guess it's the best thing that happens. You know, अगर मुझे पता चलता है the family in which I am planning to go, they have this much mentality that they just want to get a girl with good face. I don't want to be part of that family. I want to be part of the family which can see more beyond this face. Like, who am I? if I want to go into that family. Are you getting my point? It's the most best thing. Now imagine there are many guys and there are many girls, and there's so much of list to go through. But if in the first step itself I get to know that the family is just interested in my face, it is quick for me to go to the next guy, go to the next family. It's the best thing for me. So that's how you have to take things. And again, somewhere we have come into the 21st century, where people have already broken the stereotypes of beauty. That this is not only curls is not only beautiful, straight is not only beautiful, white is not only beautiful, black is not only beautiful. Everyone has somewhere proved that beauty is not something which you just look and say, oh, this is beautiful. Everyone is beautiful, and this is very much known right now in the world. And as I said, there are people of every mentality. They will take time to grow, and it's okay. It's a good thing that we get way more aware in the first step itself.
The main reason I see for people who are getting depressed these days are especially those who are like having breakups. Like they have spent 2 3 years with each other, and after that suddenly they found their partner cheating with them. This thing they even can't digest. Okay, why I have sacrificed so many things for this person, and I have received this in back. And this trauma goes on for years and years. So people generally fall in depression that time. What do you want to say about it?
For people who are going through breakups and are not able to overcome that, uh, do DSN. It's the best way to come out of breakup. Do Anandji's DSN. The fact that we think, again, think you have given 3 years, 7 years to that relationship and then it didn't work out. Okay, now imagine the worst. You're married with that person and then you had to go through that breakup. Now, suppose you're married also. Now think, then also that person cheated you. Now think you don't have kids yet. It's okay. Now you have kids also. Now how to overcome that? So think of the worst thing which can happen and then overcome it. Every relationship has to have a bonding where there's understanding between both the parties. If anywhere you find that it's not working out, and it's okay to step out of a marriage also with a kid, have that much confidence. And that confidence comes through meditation, through awareness, through people around you. Keep yourself with positive things. Positive, listen positive, do satsang, do seva, do sadhana. This all keeps you positive. As these all things give you positive, you get more confident. And as you get confident, you can fight all the struggles in your life. It's okay. That's how there's no solution or trick to come out of a relationship. It's not easy. It takes time. You need advanced courses, you need DSN, you have spent so many beautiful time of yours with that person, that partner, and somehow it hasn't worked out. But the when you're like connected with the guru also, that also gives you confidence that everything is going to happen best for me. Even if this hasn't worked out, the love which I have for my guru is way more than this small love. That also gives you confidence. So somewhere this knowledge is required. That's why that's why I told you that not only the relationship, whatever things might be there, there are many reasons you can go into depression for because of. But having a trust in your guru and in your sadhana, in your seva, and in the satsang, in the company of your people, that can put a smile on your face in every situation. This is the only key. So
Many people also have this thing because Everyone have many secrets with them. Obviously, we all have done mistakes in our lives, but someone who exposes our mistakes and we suddenly become guilty in front of the society, and the social embarrassment sometimes takes us in depression. Like, tomorrow, how I am going to face the people? I have done a mistake, and why something happened, and I did some mistake, and that we are carrying for years and years. Maybe we have done it unintentionally, but it happened. So how we can overcome, because society is ruthless. They don't treat you with compassion and everything. They talk, and they talk blunt. So at that time, how we can do? In the same line, I would like to ask you, like, there is someone who is like earning something, or he has done something for the family, and suddenly he gets greed and he invests something in the stock market. He goes for a complete loss, and that time he's means everyone is saying some or other thing to him. कोई क्या बोल रहा है, तुम बुद्धू हो, तुमको कुछ नहीं समझ में आता, and this social embarrassment builds up that time. So how we can deal with it? And I to the extreme end, I have seen there was a case in a district in India. Many people know about it. It was in Ajmer. There was a person who used to make videos of many females, and he used to blackmail those females, like आपका वीडियो में शेयर कर दूंगा या ये कर दूंगा, एंड बहुत सारा होता है ये चीज. इसमें कई लड़कियां भी गलती से दे गेट इन अ रिलेशनशिप, एंड आफ्टर दैट दे आर इन अ बिग ट्रॉमा. तो ऐसे में जो सोशल एम्बेरसमेंट का जो फैक्टर होता है कि सोसाइटी मुझे बहुत गलत तरीके से ट्रीट करेगी, उससे कैसे बाहर निकलना चाहिए?
So, social embarrassment, as we are talking about that, there's a first thing is uh, there are always ups and downs in life. You know, जैसे हमें पता है, opposite values are complementary to each other. When we know there's a down, we should know there's a up. And when we are at up, we should know there's a down. That keeps us in a very balanced mindset. That when everything is good, we are not flying. And when everything is down, we are not thinking, let's die and let's finish this off. So when we know this knowledge point, there are ups and downs in everything. Somewhere we know that there is a better tomorrow. There's a hope, right? Second is, second point is accept situation as it is. Present moment is present moment is inevitable. When you know you have had a loss in your business or in the stock market, or when you know your videos captured by someone, okay, just know this is the present moment. This is what has happened. When you know that yeah, this has happened, when you accept your present moment कि हाँ ये है, ठीक है, the next step is you think what I should do next to make the situation or to handle the situation. Correct? Now you know you have lost money in stock market and you're not having good enough money to continue for your family. Know which are your good friends. You might think of borrowing some money, or you might think of using whatever you have left properly, or some investments or some house which you have. You might think of selling and utilizing and putting that in a good business. Whatever might be there in your next plan, that can come up. Second is when you know that there is a video of yours and now you will have to go to a lot of social embarrassment, and what will the people say कि अरे इनके parents का भी क्या होगा. Sometimes so you're that much unlucky that even your parents are not with you. They also give up on you कि क्या है ये and all. But just to know that this is the situation right now and how can I handle this, will give you the, will open up the doors automatically for the next step. What next you should do? Should you do go a police complaint, or if there is some, if there is a video or posted also, think of the worst situation, the video is posted also, what can you do? You can go to the police, you can say the cybercrime to take the video down. This, they, you will start thinking of the next steps. Now we are talking of the, you solved your situation also, you came in the present moment, you solved your situation, but now social embarrassment is there. People are pointing fingers on you and you're like feeling guilty. What to do? I cannot live in this society. First thing is, people are very much busy in their own world. You think of a person whom you, right now you yourself think of a person whom you want to point a finger on and think of them कि अरे उसने ऐसा किया था, उसने, nobody will come to your mind. और कुछ चीजें अगर चलती भी है तो they are just for a momentum, कुछ टाइम के लिए कुछ चीजें get lot of हवा और वो अपने आप बुझ भी जाता है, कोई किसको याद भी नहीं रहता, ऐसा तक हो जाता है. And even if you think still this is not working out, people are still trying to put you down. World is too big. बहुत बड़ी दुनिया है. अगर तुम्हारी सोसाइटी में तुमको लगता है 15 लोग जो तुम पे उंगली कर रहे हैं, अरे सोसाइटी बदल दो, दूसरी सिटी चले जाओ, find a solution. But if you think that yes, I am guilty, I am the problem, मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है, मैंने क्या किया, मेरी कोई गलती नहीं है, and you're not able to accept it, that's when the problem arise. जब आप गिल्टी हो गए हो, खुद को ही अगर आपने लेबल कर दिया है, तब असली प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम हमें दूसरों के फिंगर्स से नहीं है, जो 4 फिंगर हम अपने आप पे पॉइंट करके बोलते रहते हैं ना, हाँ मेरी गलती है, उसमें है. When you start feeling guilty, as soon as you drop that guilt, automatically you will see your perspectives will change. Even you will be able to see कि people are not seeing you in that way. It's all in your head somewhere. And real friends come to you in the worst times. Are you understanding me? Are you listening this? The real friends come to you in your worst time. The person whom you thought this is the person who is my best friend and he is not there in your difficult time, you get to know that this is not the person I should be trusting. और गुरुदेव भी कहते हैं ना कि जब समय अच्छा होता है ना, तो अच्छे खासे कट्टर दुश्मन भी दोस्तों की तरह हेल्प कर देते हैं, और जब समय खराब होता है ना, तो अच्छे खासे दोस्त भी आपको दुश्मन बन के दिखाते हैं. So that is what it is. When you are able to get into knowledge and use this, there's no, I'm telling you, there's no problem in the world which cannot be solved with the 5 knowledge points which we have been given. No problem. And that's what the truth is. Just the problem which we have is that we don't revise. एक बार कोर्स में पढ़ लिया, 10 बार भी कोर्स कर लिया ना, फिर भी कभी भी ऐसा नहीं हफ्ते में एक बार और बैठ के देखे, या कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ गई हो तो उन पॉइंट्स को तब तो याद कर लें. We just get into the problem कि हाँ प्रॉब्लम है, प्रॉब्लम है, प्रॉब्लम है. अरे सॉल्यूशन तो तुम्हारे हाथों में है. Just think of the solution, you will get it. So this is it. Social embarrassment is actually a lie. It's again in your own head. And if you feel that there are 15 people who are against you, it's okay. There are 100 people standing with you. Focus on that.
Yes, I want to share a real story. It happened with me. Because I'm heading this Sattva Talks, so a girl called me.
The voice is cutting for me. I'm not sure.
My voice is clear. My voice is clear.
भैया आपका साउंड ब्रेक हो रहा है.
मेरा साउंड ब्रेक हो रहा है.
साउंड ब्रेक हो रहा है.
हाँ.
ओके. चलो कोई नहीं, मैं आगे चल के बताता हूँ फिर ये. So I would like to ask you, like, how art of living courses help in this. आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग कोर्सेज कैसे हेल्प करते हैं हमें इस चीज से बाहर निकलने के लिए.
Yes, as our first course, our first step is happiness program or online breath and meditation program. The first course which we do, the Sudarshan Kriya, when we learn it, there might be that you don't even have a single experience, as it was with me. I literally had no experience. As I sat in Kriya, that's how I got up from Kriya. But it is not working on only one layer. It's working on multiple layers. Even if it happens that you're not getting any experience, continue your Sudarshan Kriya. As you do Kriya, it will help to get all, as we all have experienced, I'm sure here, so there are many people who have experienced Sudarshan Kriya. But as there's no words to even explain what Kriya can do to you. But when we do Kriya, there's some time in some time span of time, we start noticing that awareness in ourselves have increased. We're able to see what's wrong, what's right. Vivek jo kehte hain, we are able to know what is right, what is wrong. We are able to handle our situations more. The feverness which is there, feverish feeling which we have, that is getting controlled. Your confidence levels are increasing. And as many times as you keep repeating the course also, there's one or other point which, chamakta hai ki, yes, this point. I have taken so many courses also, but none of the courses have been the same. And even the knowledge point which I am giving, sometimes that also comes with a different strike. Ki, yes, this is the solution. This is what I was not thinking of. So there is no course as strong as happiness program. It has all the fun. It has all the knowledge points. It has all the pranayams. It gives you a state of mind which you can use to go into meditations also. So it's a very strong, very fun course which everyone should at least experience once. And with this, I'll just share my experience, like how I did Sudarshan Kriya and how it worked out for me. So, as Abhishek has already said, everyone in my family have been following Art of Living. My father specifically, he was the first one who got into Art of Living, and slowly my mother was in Art of Living, and I was used to go in satsang, a small kiddo, and roam around, sleep when Gurudev is giving knowledge. And I had a lot of anger issues in fifth standard itself, like when I was small itself, like, and not like small anger issues, they were like too big. I was that much aggressive that I would just, stand in front of my complete class and shout on the teacher. मैंने homework नहीं किया तो क्या हो गया? That much of aggression I was used to have. And in sixth standard, my parents put me to Art Excel, and that was the time in my life that I was like, somewhere I was not in my own head. When you're aggressive in nature, you don't know what is happening in the world. You're actually just in your mind. There's so many things within you only. I don't remember till sixth standard I had a conversation with someone which was not about, having a proper conversation also, because I was just used to be in my own head, that everything is happening in my own head. I'm not able to listen I was not able to accept what they are saying. No conversations I am able to remember till my 6th standard. Then after I did my Art Excel course, that was the time, though I didn't meditate or did yoga and anything, but that single course brought so much calmness in me that I started excelling in my studies. I started having conversations. I had friends. So, so it made a huge difference for me. And art of living means like you can do Sudarshan Kriya, learn Sudarshan Kriya when you're 18, when you turn 18. So my brother, as he turned 18, he did Kriya, and then family में जैसे वो hereditary जैसे जाता है ना वैसे when I was turning 18, I was like oh सब क्रिया सीखेंगे and all, so much excitement, and I did Kriya in Nagpur, and I had created so much hype about it that literally nothing happened. I was like ये तो कुछ काम का ही नहीं है, कुछ नहीं होता इससे. ये सब क्या इतना हाइप क्या रखा है, कुछ काम का नहीं है. And I went to college. कुछ क्रिया व्रिया कुछ फॉलो नहीं करते, and I from Nagpur to I went to Bangalore, and complete culture change was there, and I was not staying in a hostel also, that so I didn't have many friends also. I was staying with my brother, and he was already established there. He was studying the same college for 2 years. He had his friends and everything, and he was used to just go off after college. I literally had no work after college. I was like पूरा free. कहते हैं ना खाली दिमाग शैतान का घर होता है. I started thinking so much about myself. मेरा क्या होगा, मेरा क्या होगा, and I had seen my nani and a best friend of me go to heaven in those days, and that was my first encounter, and first feeling of knowing how it feels when you lose someone, and I was not able to comprehend that somewhere. Like it was like everything is ended. Now I don't have a friend whom I can just call and say that I'm going through all this, what's the solution? I don't know. I'm not able to talk to with my brother, and as you said, in depression you don't listen to anybody anyways, so whatever people are telling to you, you think they don't know. And the most fun thing of depression is, as I said, you don't know that you're depressed, and even other people can't know that you're depressed. Because when I was used to go to college, I was the most fun person in my group. And I was so much pampered by all my friends. So nobody could guess that I was depressed. I was just putting on a lot of weight, that's all. Now, if you think of me at that time, I literally had everything you can imagine. I had a flat, a complete room of my own. ऐसा नहीं था hostel में मैं कोई struggle कर रही हूँ. And that too not a ऐसा वैसा flat, good flat with good view. I had a refrigerator. I had literally सैंडविच मेकर तक था मेरे पास. मतलब आई हैड ऑल द फैसिलिटीज. आई हैड एन एक्टिवा. जो लग्जरी एक स्टूडेंट को इमेजिन नहीं कर सकता ना, वो सब मेरे पास था. Then too I was not happy. Why? Because my perspective was not looking. I had the good, best, most awesome group. They literally मैं कुछ काम कर रही हूँ ना तो मेरे मुंह में तक खाना डालते थे. I was that much pampered and that much loved by my friends. I was staying with my brother, my real brother who loved me. I had a cook at my home. Like कुछ काम नहीं है. All the luxuries you have, and still I was on the mindset of getting more. कि मेरा क्या होगा, मुझे और चाहिए, मेरे पास कोई नहीं है जिसको मैं कॉल करके हेल्प के लिए बोल सकूं. Somewhere there is just an illusion कि मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है. And that when I remembered, it's a blessing hota hai na. You just think that there was just Guru grace that after going through all this nonsense for 2 years, like I would just look from my window. Instead of the view, I would just look down and think, यहाँ से कूद के मर सकते हैं क्या? तो that is what depression does to you when you start thinking कि मेरे को चाहिए, मेरे को आईआईटी नहीं मिला, मेरे को अच्छा कॉलेज नहीं मिला, मेरे को वो नहीं मिला जो मुझे चाहिए था, मेरे को ऐसा नहीं हुआ, मेरी नानी नहीं है, मेरे बेस्ट फ्रेंड नहीं है, एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी व्हाट ऑल आई होल्ड. जो नहीं है वो तो दिख रहा है, जो सब है वो सब दिख ही नहीं रहा है. So, because of some guru's blessing, I don't know, I just opened up my WhatsApp and I was so much frustrated. I just knew that there was a time when I was happy and everything good was going on in my life. And I knew I have to do something in art of living. कि मुझे कुछ तो करना है इससे बाहर आने के लिए. It's peak. I just opened up my WhatsApp and messaged someone from Art of Living group कि I want to do an advanced course. कैसे करना है बता दो. दे टोल्ड में आप वेडनेसडे को जाइए और आप कोर्स में बैठिए, ऐसा ऐसा सब होता है और ठीक है. हम तो वैसे तो पढ़ते तो ठीक ही हैं और जीवन में इतने फ्री तो थे ही. कुछ नहीं, वेडनेसडे को पहुंच गए, इवनिंग में कोर्स किया. एंड द आफ्टर द कोर्स देयर इज वन प्रोसेस जिसमें दे आस्क यू टू ब्लेस एंड बी ग्रेटफुल फॉर एवरीवन who has got you to till this course. And I just texted that person that thank you and I have done the course. I'm very much grateful to you. So he said that, you know, हमारे यहाँ, I was in ECT at that time, that in ECT there are regular sadhana. You can come and join the daily sadhana. And I went and did this daily sadhana. Slowly the group energy was so strong that they started including me in seva. And within 2 to 3 months, would not even remember the Garima who was thinking of the view, instead of thinking of the view, she would used to sit down, kya rahe, yahan se mar sakte. So that's what sadhana, seva, satsang can do. Depression is actually just a hype. It's not serious. People are actually, you know, misusing it to tell you the truth, to get more attention. What they need is actually meditations, a very good friend of people who are enlightened and are in the path of knowledge, and attribute to do seva, and a feeling that they have got enough to do seva. That's all is the solution, and that's all we should all focus on. Stop thinking about कि मेंटल हेल्थ को हम कैसे ठीक कर सकते हैं. ठीक ही है, जस्ट वी हैव टू चेंज द पर्सपेक्टिव कि हम कैसे लोगों को उस पर्सपेक्शन में लेकर आ सकते हैं, कि हमको हम वो नॉलेज दे सकते हैं कि आप जो जी रहे हो दैट्स द बेस्ट लाइफ, एंड स्टिल समवेयर व्हाट यू आर सीइंग इज not the truth. That's what Gurudev is also doing now. He goes to countries and he just gives knowledge, just, you know, bring positivity, culture, dance, satsang, songs, singing, everything. He's not focusing on improving people's mental health. He's focusing on bringing a platform which is going towards a direction of knowledge. That's all he is focusing on. That's all we all should focus on. This is the solution to all the problems existing or will exist.
ये सुना है कहीं तो कि मैंने ये चीज काफी जन को भी सजेस्ट की है. आई हैव सजेस्टेड दिस थिंग टू मेनी पीपल. जब भी आप एक जगह पूरी तरीके से स्टक हो जाओ ना, इमीडिएटली चेंज द प्लेस. अब कुछ दिन के लिए कहीं और चले जाओ. And I guess that advanced course have worked really nice for you.
True.
And I also do the same thing, because after doing all the things, also becoming a teacher also, sometimes the place energy doesn't resonate. या हमारी जो लाइफस्टाइल होती है बहुत ज्यादा कर करके बोर हो जाते हैं. वही सेम उठना, खाना, पीना, सोना, वो सब. Once we go out of our home and meet new people, many things change. ये तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग के कोर्सेज में, इतने नए लोग से मिलते हैं, इतने सारे नए नए लोगों से बातें होती है, चेहरे दिखते हैं, नहीं तो वही चार चेहरे दिखते हैं सुबह से शाम तक. So that's one thing I really like about the courses. अच्छा, एक चीज मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, जैसे कि being a Guru Puja Pandit, does it really helps you to become more connected in this path? How, when you are chanting Guru Puja and doing all the things, what experience you go through?
Guru Puja Pandit, when you chant and when you do the complete process and all, the most connection you get when the process is done and when you close your eyes. There is such a huge shift from whatever the whole day has got you to, and there's a complete silence. It's as strong as when you do a complete kriya, long kriya also, and then the silence which you feel. That silence you can get to when you do 8 minutes of Guru Puja. That's what I have got through it. After completing maybe during the Guru Pujas, I might have a lot of thoughts of whatever is going on and everything. Once it's done and I close my eyes, there's so much of silence. I'm able to meet myself again. Very wonderful experience. It is something which can make you stay connected to the path.
Like our grandparents used to have Guru, but in these days, people feel like there is no need of following someone, because people in this generation feel like we are so liberal, we are so much independent, and we should follow science. Why we should not blindly believe on anything. So why a guru is needed in someone's life? And obviously many people have done happiness course, just did, and they find this technique nice. But how does sometimes surrender helps? Okay, we have a guru, so we can relax. So people don't know about it much.
So, look, if you don't have a guru or you don't, as you said, like our grandparents, more than our grandparents, also our grandparents were used to have gurus in their local communities who used to guide them in everything. Somewhere in between, this guru concept has vanished because we are not getting good gurus, or the beliefs which people had in guru automatically, somewhere just got sidelined because the
It
knowledge.
is diluted because of Bollywood and social media, I guess. People now think of it very differently. People like yoga, people like all the things, but they don't want to follow.
Yes, this is one of the reasons, but also the quality of gurus. We are not getting good quality of gurus. We're not getting good knowledge. There was so much of wrong concepts being given out to the people, which made them even more confused in their lives. So somewhere they thought like this is not working out, and they started to do puja. If you will see our grandparents, they started to do puja of Bhagwan ji directly. They will directly go do puja, Ram 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 माला लेके दे जप लेंगे और शिव जी की आरती करेंगे, संध्या करेंगे, कुछ भी हो जाए, ईस्ट वेस्ट कुछ भी हो जाए, बट अपने मंदिर में दिया जलेगा ही. So because they didn't had good gurus, somewhere they left that and directly tried to connect to God. And it has somewhere worked out for them also. उस टाइम में जो था वो ऐसे ही था। प्लस दे एज यू सेड लाइक सो मच ऑफ रॉन्ग इन्फॉर्मेशन की, योगा तो सिर्फ बूढ़े लोगों के लिए है, ध्यान तो सिर्फ बूढ़े लोगों को करना चाहिए, ये जवानों की चीज नहीं है, इट्स नॉट यंगस्टर्स डू। अगर आपका कोई गुरु हो भी तो बोले अरे तो क्या गुरु गुरु के चक्कर में फंस गया है भाई, ये सब झूठ है, तू तेरे को दिखेगा एक टाइम आएगा, तुझे पता नहीं है तू कहाँ जा रहा है। हम्म। So this all is because that was true also at some time कि हाँ वो सच भी था कि they were not really good gurus, but that time is gone. Like now there are so many good gurus and if there is something wrong, so much fast you get to know कि हाँ ये बंदा सही नहीं है। तो अब समय है that we can actually trust our gurus and come back to that lineage which we had, and even Gurudev also if you will see वो क्या क्या जो गुम हो चुका है वो सब कुछ ले लेके आते हैं, सब इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ कोर्स, इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ मोटिवेटिंग पीपल। अपने ना ही सिर्फ गुरु प्रथा, इवन द कल्चर जो सब गुम हो चुका है वो भी वो ढूंढ ढूंढ के उसको बचाते हैं। जैसे इवन एग्रीकल्चर में भी अगर कुछ चीजें हैं जो गुम होती जा रही है उसको भी उठा रहे हैं। अगर हमारा कोई इवन टाइल्स तक, देर आर सम तमिलनाडु tiles which were getting extinct you can say, so he got back that culture also. He is getting Guru Puja, Agnihotra. There's so many long lost forgotten culture he is getting to trying to get back, है ना, जो हमारे दादा दादी भी नहीं जानते हैं सच्चाई में। तो
Wonderful, wonderful. Amit ji wants to say, ask something.
हाँ, जय गुरुदेव। पहली बात तो मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगा गरिमा जी और अभिषेक जी कि जो आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में हैं, जिन्होंने हैप्पीनेस प्रोग्राम किया है या कुछ भी थोड़ा सेवा साधना सत्संग कर रहे हैं, तो उनका तो गुरु जी टेक केयर कर ही लेंगे, वो हमें चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। सवाल ये है कि हमारे आसपास लोग, क्योंकि मैं भी जिंदगी में मल्टीपल टाइम्स डिप्रेशन में जा चुका हूं और उसका ये कारण रहा कि मतलब मैं उस फैमिली से हूं कि जहां मेरे ब्रदर और मेरे फादर उस लेवल के लोग थे कि अगर मतलब दे आर पीपल ऑफ इंटरनेशनल रिकॉग्निशन, मतलब इन एकेडमिक्स, कि वो अपना नाम लिख दें तो दुनिया में उस फील्ड में जो पूरे दुनिया में लोग हैं उनको पता है कि भाई ये बंदा है, एंड आई एम नोवेयर नियर दैट। तो ये सब कई बार डिप्रेशन के फेजेस से जाके ये वो करके मैं इस नतीजे पे पहुंचा कि जो गुरु जी सबसे पहले करवाते थे और सारा कॉज वही है, दैट इज ईगो। द होल प्रॉब्लम इज कुछ नहीं बट ईगो। आपको वो ईगो और अटैचमेंट छोड़ना पड़ेगा, और उसके लिए दो दो तीन चीजें हैं जो जब आप डिप्रेशन में आओगे या जो भी प्रॉब्लम आप डाउनफॉल होगा आपका, पहली बात तो ये कि हमको थोड़ा सा एक ये जनरल लोगों को समझाना पड़ेगा कि जैसे आपने अभिषेक जी ने भी बहुत से टीचर्स यहाँ लाए हैं, एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स यहाँ लाए हैं। जब आदमी का समय बुरा होता है ना, आप विश्वास नहीं करेंगी, मतलब मैं तो रेगुलर साधना कर रहा था बट वो समय इतना खराब था मेरा, मतलब मेरे को एक एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने बताया कि इस समय में 10 में से सिर्फ एक आदमी जो है वो सरवाइव होता है इस योग में। और मेरे को वो लग रहा था कि यार मैं तो सब कर रहा हूं फिर भी इतनी नेगेटिविटी आ रही है अंदर से। सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट ईगो, एक तो ये कि हमें लोगों को इनकरेज करना चाहिए कि थोड़ा एस्ट्रोलॉजी में मतलब पंडित हो, पूजा हो, कहीं ये थोड़ा सब चीजें हेल्प करती हैं। तीसरी बात ये जो आपने बोला कि भाई कि जैसे लोग हैं, बहुत से लोग अच्छे भी हैं, मैं तो बोलूंगा देखिए हमको रियलिस्टिक होना पड़ेगा। अधिकतर लोग दुनिया में ऐसे हैं वो आपको पुल डाउन करना चाहते हैं, चाहे आपके फ्रेंड, बिकॉज आज का कल्चर इतना मटीरियलिस्टिक कल्चर हो गया है कि लोग जैसे है ना, दो लाइनें हैं, अपने आप को ऊपर उठाना ज्यादा मुश्किल काम है, दूसरे को नीचे गिराना ज्यादा आसान काम है। 90% दुनिया उसी में लगी है। तो हमें हर एक आदमी को ये समझाना है कि भाई तुम्हारे 25-20 फ्रेंड का कोई मतलब नहीं है। जिंदगी में 2 लोग ऐसे चुन लो, बस 2 लोग, ज्यादा नहीं, कि जब भी तुम तकलीफ में हो तुम किसी भी समय उनसे बात कर सको, उनसे कह सको। बाकी ठीक है, तुम दुनियादारी में लगे रहो, सारे फ्रेंड्स हैं, ये हैं वो हैं, वो सब ठीक है, बट जस्ट 2 people आर इनफ whom you can talk to। और तीसरी चीज मैं ये बोलूंगा कि जो लोग ये एक साइंटिफिक एटीट्यूड जिनका है, जो लोग जैसे गुरु या इन सब में नहीं विश्वास करते हैं, तो फिर हमें उन्हें एक फिजिक्स और साइंटिफिक बेसिस से समझाना पड़ेगा कि भाई देखो, यूनिवर्स में एवरीथिंग इज मैथमेटिकल। लॉज ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स आर बिल्ड इनटू द नेचर इटसेल्फ। तो तुम्हारी और मेरी और मैं तो कहता हूं पूरी ह्यूमैनिटी की कोई हैसियत नहीं है। एक गामा रे बर्स्ट हुआ कुछ hundreds of million light year away and the whole earth can be wiped out in a few seconds, burned to ashes। तो हम लोगों की थिंग्स आर देयर इनहेरेंट इन द नेचर। तो हमें ये, और वो ईगो का यही कारण होता है जब हम वो डूअरशिप में आ जाते हैं कि भाई हम कर सकते हैं, और जब हम ये सोचना छोड़ देंगे कि हम ये समझेंगे साइंटिफिकली ऑल्सो एंड स्पिरिचुअली ऑल्सो कि वी आर नॉट द डूअर, दे आर मैथमेटिकल पैटर्न्स या देर आर हायर पावर्स देन अस, तो वो गुरु का सरेंडर। और हम लोगों को ये बता सकते हैं कि भाई देखो, या तो तुम भगवान को सरेंडर करो। तो मेरा ये हमेशा जितने भी, ऑनेस्टली मैं शिव का भक्त था, ये था वो, फाइनली मैं बिल्कुल गुरु भक्त हो गया। अब मैं, मतलब मेरे को ये बोलना नहीं चाहिए, मैं ओम नमः शिवाय का जप करता था, अब मैंने ओम नमः शिवाय का जप बंद कर दिया, मैं गुरु का ही नाम लेता हूं बस। उस लेवल पे आ गया, क्योंकि मैंने ये रियलाइज किया कि इनफाइनाइट को सरेंडर करना बहुत मुश्किल है। यू कैन ऑलवेज सरेंडर टू अ पर्सन, इट्स इजी। इनफाइनाइट को सरेंडर करना बहुत मुश्किल है, और ये हमें लोगों को समझाना पड़ेगा। और वहां पे हम लोगों को ये जो गुरु के अगेंस्ट नेगेटिविटी है कि भाई तुम किसी को भी गुरु बना लो, हम नहीं बोलते आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग या जो भी है, बट तुम क्योंकि तुम इनफाइनाइट, सरेंडर इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, और फिर वो धीरे धीरे वो समझ में आएगा कि हाँ भाई गुरु का मतलब है। तो मैं बस यही कहना चाहता था।
अमित जी बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। ये तो है कि कहीं ना कहीं गुरु इज देयर, इट हेल्प्स अस इन मेनी वेज। गरिमा जी कुछ आप बताइए, कुछ मोमेंट्स विद गुरुदेव, बिकॉज आपके तो पेरेंट्स भी आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में थे और आपको भी गुरुदेव से मिलने का मौका मिला होगा। सम मोमेंट्स यू नीड टू, यू जस्ट थिंकिंग राइट नाउ, जो कि हम भी आपके साथ रिलिव कर सके इस टाइम पे। यस गरिमा जी, यू आर देयर?
Yeah. So
साधारण भाषा में गुरु स्टोरीज बोलते हैं, चलेगा?
So Abhi Gurudev actually had come to Mumbai recently, and I had an opportunity to see him for a very long time. तो जब आप गुरुदेव को देखते भी है ना, you will see there is so much of balance. ना ही he is like too much of generosity कि अरे हाँ ये आइए बैठिए बैठिए. He is not like that, and he is not like rude कि hey दूर रह के मेरे से बात करो, मेरे पास में नहीं आ सकते. He is so much balanced. Plus there is no, ऐसा होता है ना, separation you can feel. आपको कोई ऐसा सेपरेशन है, वो वहां आप खा भी रहे होंगे ना, तब भी ऐसे नहीं लगता कि अरे मुझे लोग तो नहीं देख रहे. ही फील्स सो मच लाइक ही इज सिटिंग इन हिज फैमिली इटसेल्फ. ऐसा महसूस होता है कि हम कोई पराये तो है ही नहीं. फॉर हिम ही इज दैट मच कंफर्टेबल, दैट मच नेचुरल. एंड जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे कि लोग क्या कहेंगे एंड सोशल एम्बेरसमेंट, एंड ही अगर देखा जाए ना तो even if someone has done and seen advanced courses के भी video ना, there's so many funny things in the video which he does, and if you want you can take it as like कितना embarrassing है यार कि कैसे कर रहे हैं, but there is nothing embarrassing, and he is so much natural what he is. He is not trying to pretend to be some a very goody person, or he's not trying to pretend to be a very strict person. He is what he is. और वो देख के ही आपको इतना नॉलेज आ जाता है कि दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू बिकम लाइक, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट एवरीबडी टू feel like. I want people also around me whom I can be comfortable with, whom I can be natural with, whom I don't have to even think कि सोचना भी नहीं पड़ता है उनको कि उनके पास कितने लोग, वो कितना जानते हैं मुझे या आपको या किसी को भी, कितना मिनट जानते हैं, कुछ नहीं जानते हैं। एक तरीके से नॉर्मल इंसान की तरह देखो तो कुछ नहीं जानना, अपना नाम भी नहीं जानते होंगे वो, बट ही सो नेचुरल, इतना सभी कोई शर्म नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं, इज लाइक कंप्लीटली नेचुरल इन वॉट एवर एक्शन ही इज डूइंग. सो I after I met him, there is something which has गुरु से मिलने के बाद तो आपको खुद को भी नहीं पता होता है कि अंदर के क्या टूट गया है, क्या निकल गया है, क्या चला गया है. There is something which has opened up and I feel so much taken care of. I feel so much grateful. I feel so much love for everyone around me. It does not even matter to me अगर जैसे अंकल बताया ना कि there are people who are trying to pull you, it's okay, let them try, that's their effort to do, it's okay. There's so many people who are trying to pull Gurudev also down. He's not feverish about it. It's okay. होता है, इतना बड़ा जीवन है, सब चलता रहता है. ये सब गुरु को देख के ही आ जाता है. गुरुदेव कहते हैं ना कि शब्दों की भी जरूरत नहीं होती, प्रेजेंस ही बहुत कुछ बोल देता है. गुरुदेव का प्रेजेंस ही इतना सब कुछ बोल देता है कि शब्दों की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. उनकी एक आंख से आंख मिल जाए तो ही उसमें ही अंदर के सारे बाउंड्रीज टूट जाते हैं, रोना आ जाता है. एक फूल मिल जाए उनके हाथ से तो मतलब तो जीवन तो सुधर गया, अब तो कुछ चाहिए ही नहीं, हो गया अपना तो that much of love he is giving to the world. I had an opportunity that I was able to go to US and go and see WCF. In my mindset, like US है यार, इतने लोग तो होते हैं नहीं, कितने ही लोग आएंगे, 20,000 50,000 तो बहुत ही हो गया. There are million of people fighting for standing in queue for hours to get into the program. मतलब just what love can do. सिर्फ और कुछ नहीं मिलता. लिटरली आप वहां जाओगे ना तो आपको शायद तक बैठ के गुरुदेव दिखे भी नहीं, लेकिन जस्ट हिज प्रेजेंस दैट ही इज देयर. उन्होंने इतना प्यार दे रखा है कि उनका प्रेजेंस के लिए भी इतना तड़प है कि चाहिए, और वो तड़प के होने के कारण भी जीवन में इतना ग्रेटफुलनेस आता है कि बता नहीं सकते. इफ यू स्टैंड टू इन क्यू फॉर आवर्स to watch and go a concert, you cannot get that happiness which you can get when you are in presence of Guru for even 5 minutes. Waiting for 3 hours and 3 minutes just looking at him can bring so much change in you that even you won't recognize. ऐसे इंसान ही बदल जाता है ना, वैसे something just changes, ऐसे बदल जाता है. It's whenever you get an opportunity to meet Gurudev, don't lose it. कुछ भी हो जाए, कभी भी गुरुदेव आपके सिटी में आ रहे हो, whatever you're going through, just go and be in that event. It's way more important than anything else happening in your life at that time. उससे ज्यादा कुछ important ही नहीं है अगर गुरुदेव को देखने को भी मिलता है तो, because his presence can break and make you. So
वंडरफुल वंडरफुल. मैं तो सभी लोगों को कहूंगा कि लाइफ में तकलीफें आएंगी, दिस इज लाइफ, बट तभी तो है ना, जब तक गब्बर सिंह नहीं होगा तब तक शोले मूवी हिट नहीं हो सकती. तो तो वो तो है. और आप भी कोई ऐसा मूवी देखने जाओ जिसमें सिर्फ अच्छा ही अच्छा चल रहा है, क्या मजा आएगा उस पे. लाइफ में जब तक कुछ मिले नहीं कुछ आपके टक्कर का, आपके लेवल का, तो फिर आपका टेस्ट कहाँ से होगा. सो शेयर कीजिए इस सेशन को, इस सेशन को बहुत ज्यादा लोगों तक शेयर कीजिए. एंड तो बोलता हूँ कि सब लोग आज एक कमेंट कीजिए, एक थोड़ा सा, मैं थोड़ा कभी कभी मन करता है गरिमा जी तो मैं कमेंट चला देता हूँ, ऐसे कमेंट कीजिए, देख लेंगे गब्बर सिंह को। ये एक वो एक अंदर से आना चाहिए, क्या है, सारी प्रॉब्लम्स गब्बर सिंह ही है एक तरीके से देखा जाए तो। लिखिएगा कमेंट, जो लोग भी मोटिवेटेड फील कर रहे हैं, देख लेंगे गब्बर सिंह को। सो यू कैन राइट दिस, बिकॉज गुरुदेव हैव गिवन ऑल द स्ट्रेंथ विद अस टू डील विद ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स। तो एडवांस कोर्स का मैं पॉइंट डिस्क्लोज नहीं करूंगा, वहां पे 2-3 लाइन गुरुदेव ऐसा बोलते हैं, मतलब कोई भी जाग के उठ खड़ा हो जाए। 3 लाइन है, होती बहुत पावरफुल होती है ना। एक्चुअली वेट फॉर दीज 3-4 लाइन्स। इसमें वो प्रॉब्लम्स को एड्रेस करते हैं कि हमें कैसे एड्रेस करना चाहिए। उसके लिए आपको एडवांस कोर्स जाना पड़ेगा नेक्स्ट, तो आप जरूर जाइएगा। एंड बट दोज हु आर रियली फीलिंग मोटिवेटेड, कमेंट कीजिएगा और इस चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए। ऐसे ही सेशंस हम लोग लाते रहते हैं, लाते रहेंगे, और आज तो ले ही आए हैं। एंड गरिमा जी, जाने से पहले कुछ आखिरी बात जो आप लोगों को कहना चाहोगे?
Yes, as the question started कि हम डिप्रेशन से कैसे लड़ सकते हैं. So this is what creating a platform where there is positivity, people are listening to positiveness. That what you're doing, Abhishek. That's like really very motivating. The efforts which you're putting to it, it's wonderful to see. This is what is required, creating a platform, and the solution is right here. Everyone just create a platform for each other to stay connected to positive things, to listen to positive things, to be in positive groups, and everything else you won't even realize, like आपका आप में shift हो गया, everything will change automatically without efforts.
तो बोलता हूँ कि ये सेशन एक आप उसकी तरह यूज कीजिए, जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, एज अ, जो नहीं होता, हम लोग कभी कभी अलमारी में से कुछ कपड़े निकालते हैं जब पार्टी में जाना होता है, तो ये मेरा बेस्ट कपड़ा है। तो जब भी लाइफ में फंस जाओ ना, तो मेक श्योर यू हैव दिस सेशन सेव्ड इन योर मोबाइल समवेयर और द अदर। इसमें सब क्वेश्चंस के जवाब दे दिए हैं गरिमा जी ने। एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर मेकिंग दिस हैपन। एंड दिस विल वर्क एज अ, सो क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में, एक वर्ड है, समटाइम्स वी टेक इट एंड यूज इट एंड अगेन कीप इट। सो जब जब आप लाइफ के किसी प्रॉब्लम में फंसोगे, दिस सेशन इज द आंसर। इसमें हमने एक्सट्रीम से एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन डिस्कस कर लिया कि इससे ज्यादा और कुछ नहीं हो सकता। तो दिस सेशन इज वेरी कंप्लीट। थैंक यू सो मच गरिमा जी फॉर दिस coming and sharing this wonderful knowledge.
Thank you very much. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you.